So you know your authentic self. And of course, you just want to be able to show up as your authentic self in all spaces, because why wouldn't you? And this energy of feeling blocked, especially your throat chakra, from being able to be yourself, to be able to express yourself in that way, is really been kind of a blow, because you thought by now you'd be at that point. And you know, this idea that you have to contort your shape, like if you're a circle and everybody else is a square, and when you show up as your full authentic self, it's a problem of some sort. So you've chosen over time to be like, allow yourself to mold and put the costume on or the mask of the square. But like, you disdain that. Like, you disdain that because it feels such a betrayal to your soul truth. And feeling like you have to wear this mask or to kind of censor yourself to prevent getting the reaction of other people, their rejection, their judgment. And it's not that you haven't like tried, like you have tried to show up in these spaces as yourself, but you often are just not heard or completely misunderstood. So going through this repetitively in this latest phase has just not felt good. You know, and that's, I think, bringing it back to this Five of Cups. This is why you're sort of like cloaking yourself right now and like feeling this sense of disappointment in the divine, because you've been doing all this hard work internally to see it being reflected externally. And you thought you would be, freer by now, or that you'd finally be heard by now. And that's not meant necessarily in all spaces. You might have a space or two, but you want to be able to just move throughout the world in that way. And if you notice, like, this figure is silenced. He's not speaking. And what's interesting is the Hierophant card also came out in this reading, and this card is also linked to the throat chakra, just like the Five of Cups. Now, I want you to notice this person's facial expression, because everything on the tarot card has a meaning to it, including like the expression that they are holding. And if you notice, this Hierophant is not speaking. And this card actually represents this idea of speaking spiritual truth, like being the mouthpiece for spiritual truth, being a mouthpiece for the divine. But if you notice on the card, the Hierophant is not speaking. It's as if being silenced as well. And if, it's clear, if this card's coming out and this is representing part of your energy, like that you have a testimony, a spiritual truth, like the divine wants to speak through you, but not yet.